not too long ago got pulled over by a highway pirate. Of course, it was just an innocent policeman. He don't know any better. He don't know that system is caught up, that people are getting raped every day by these corporations who assume the position of government, and then we automatically assume that they're government because somebody wrote something on a piece of paper, or that you just heard it from someone's mouth. You never bother to research it yourself. So got into a little bit of a stop. You know, policeman stopped my flow on the highway. Mind you, I was borrowing the car. It was my cousin's. All right, and yeah, he had it's registered. Registered for now. All right, the car is registered under Washington State. I'm not, however. Okay? Natural person, I'm not registered to Washington State. So the main thing that the policeman was trying to get from me was a Washington State ID, which I don't have because since I came out here, I've never contracted with the state of Washington, and I don't plan on contracting with the state of Washington ever, or any other corporate fiction for that matter, unless I have full disclosure of all contracts. But even regardless, I still, whatever contract I do decide to enter into, I'll always do so reserving my rights. That way, if there's any fraudulent shit that pops up at the end, I can just rectify the situation. So I stopped moving around with my New York State ID. So I gave them my national ID. Of course, they don't know what that is. They're asking, you know, what is this? What is this? And then he threatened me saying that if pretty much if I didn't present him with a card, that he would take the car, or I should say steal the car, without my consent, without a Fourth Amendment warrant. And in doing so, it would have caused me harm, and I would have had to, you know, send him a notice. So, hey, how's it going?
Good, how you doing, man?
All right. Yeah, so pretty much the ordeal took nothing more than, I'd say, about 5 to 7 minutes. I wasn't able to catch the whole footage. My fiance was recording it for me. And so she got about, say, a good minute and change of the stop. Mind you, the policeman was pretty much telling me, because I didn't have a license on me, but I did memorize the number by heart just in case they want to play games. And I ain't gonna lie, I want to be there all day, and I didn't see a point in arguing with the public servant. Even if they do know what's going on, they're not gonna admit it. So it's like, what's the point? Why go through the hardship of you know, even when they present you with a ticket at the end, some people don't want to sign it, you know, in order to protest or to make a point. But I'm like, what's the point of doing all that if you're going to possibly get your car towed, or I possibly get thrown in jail? I mean, regardless of the fact we know it's not right, we know they're corporations, and we know in the end, once we finish our administrative work, you know, it's going to pay off. But it's like, is it worth it? It's not worth it, man. Just take the ticket or take the notice, man, and just go right to the district court with it. File everything through the district court. Go right to the head of the snake. Stop dealing with the tail end. That's why people get stressed out. So yeah, he gave me a notice, you know what I'm saying? I gave him the number for the New York State ID. He continually asked me if I have a Washington State ID, which I told him I don't. I don't contract with the state of Washington because the state of Washington is a corporation. Yeah, so pretty much the policeman informed me that, you know, sit tight, it was going to be a while after you took down the number to the New York State ID, which I gave him just because I didn't want to deal with the hassle. Like I said, no point in dealing with the field worker. All right, got to get into the hive. Go right to the queen or the king.
I don't understand. I'm not understanding.
I'm not contracting with the state, but I have a state ID, but I don't use it as identification. But if you want, I have the ID number for that ID.
So you do or don't have a driver's license? Because you need a driver's license in order to be on the roadway.
Yeah, if I'm contracting with the state, which I'm not.
If you're what?
If I'm contracting with the state, which I'm not. But if you want the ID, if the number for the state ID, I can give that to you.
So that means that you're not believing in the privilege to drive in the state of Washington. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, I don't believe driving should be a privilege.
What's that?
I don't believe driving is a privilege.
Okay, I'm not going to argue the fact with you.
No, I'm not.
I need to see a driver's license is what I need to see. Otherwise, I got to take the car.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If you want I have the number.
Okay, but you can't produce a driver's license?
I don't have the physical card on me. No.
Okay, what is it?
335
335
389
389
251.
251?
Yeah.
What state is that?
New York.
Huh?
New York.
Can't hear you.
New York.
New York?
Yeah.
And you've never had a driver's license in the state of Washington?
No.
Alright, this is going to take a while. I'll be right back.
I'm recording you, by the way. I'm recording you, by the way.
No, nice. When did you grab my phone?
Huh?
When did you grab my phone?
I always have your phone.
Sure.
Well, he didn't take your car.
Yeah, scare tactics.